Hey YouTube, what is up? It's Max here and welcome back to another video where today we are back with the NASCAR 21 career mode. Now, as you saw last video, we had a terrible race at Homestead, so hopefully Homestead's doing a lot better today. Also, unfortunately, I had to turn off the music because I didn't even think about it when I recorded Tuesday's video, but copyright claim, so therefore we won't be able to have any music, which I mean, it makes sense, you know. Copyright claim is a copyright claim, but as long as there's no music, we are fine. And the patch did come out, so this is my first race with the huge patch update, which as of now, from what I know, it's only on PC and PlayStation, which Xbox usually isn't this slow with the patches coming out. It's usually PlayStation that's the slowest, but so far PlayStation's on top of it, and now Xbox users are sadly having to do with the bad game. Now that does look like Bowman. That looks a lot like Bowman. But hopefully we can get a good race today. I'm pretty sure we are starting in the back. No, we're not. I don't remember where we qualified last time. But also, if you know how to change paint schemes, let me know, because they said they added changing paint schemes in career mode, because I really don't want to run the DeWalt car all season. It's not a bad car, but you should be able to change a paint scheme, you know, because if there's versions of a paint scheme for you to run, you should be able to change it. And it doesn't blatantly tell you that there's a version. Not a version, but there's not a button. Alright, so we're starting 19th. So hopefully this race goes good, because apparently the AI has changed. Whoop. Did not mean to hit James Davis in there, but it's all good. We're just going to keep it going, and hopefully we have a great day out there today. I also did my first multiplayer race Tuesday, and oh my god, was that not good. We're going to come up to Truex, say hi to him. Don't really like being 3 wides. We're going to push Jones and try to make it not 3 wide. Hit BJ McLeod by accident. My apologies. I hope they add more paint schemes than just the Patriotics, Throwbacks, and Playoff cards, because there's a lot more than just that. But if that's the only 3 packs we're getting, hopefully we can get modded paint schemes and eventually, kind of like how there was with NASCAR Heat 5. Honestly, really, that kind of made me think about purchasing Heat 5 was the custom, well, the modded cars that you could get. Did not mean to hit David Reagan like that. And we're in the wall. Okay, not the start we needed. But it's okay. And no caution, because I had to turn off the caution because it wasn't working. So now we're going to have to go down pit road. Which, I mean, this isn't really going to help us. But if we can keep it up, we should be fine. Hopefully the leaders will pit soon. Honestly, if we pit now, that might be our best shot at trying to get back up to the front, because I really can't afford to have another 40th place finish race, because that's going to really hurt in points. That was probably my fault anyway, so it's all good. I probably didn't just have full control. We're going to take the high lane a little bit and then just get back into it. They said they patched the shaky cam, and obviously it's still here. But the AI wasn't that bad, so I guess that's a good thing. I don't know if this is just the game or not, like if this is being real or if this is just a bug, but shaky cam is not necessarily ideal at the moment. I don't know why the scoreboard does that too, because we're nowhere near those guys. We shouldn't really be at the top. It should just be like, okay. Yeah, so there's still a lot of work that needs to be done to the game. And I don't know if it's technically patched at the moment because we started the whole weekend before the patch. You'd think it'd fix it right away, but honestly, you never know nowadays with these games. But tire wear and fuel consumption is up very high, even though you can't really see. We're going to go ahead and keep that the same. There's no right track bar either, so it's all good. Hopefully we can start catching people before they catch us. Yeah, they are 6 seconds ahead. That was a pretty good corner. Hopefully this is a better lap. And just that alone, taking off 10 seconds really helped. Especially for not being in the draft with anybody and just us being on our own. We lost, damn it. I don't even know where the leaders are, and there's no map, so you can't see where everybody is. That's something they really should have been. And like your name on the car should have been there too, so like a map and the name on your car. That's really what should have been there. Like day one release, but obviously we all don't get what we want. That was a bad lap. Extra 200 seconds. That's not helping in trying to catch everybody. It could also be if the car's beat to shit. But I'm not an expert at Homestead, so I don't know where everybody would be if they're 5, 6, 7 seconds ahead. But obviously they're still in the pack, and now they're now 13 seconds. So not really enjoying the race so far because, well, obviously we're getting screwed, but hopefully they have to pit. Like, we might, and like, there's also no fuel and no tire wear, and there's no mirror, so it's like you really don't know what's in your car. You don't know how much fuel or how worn out your tires are, or who the hell's even behind you. Like, you have to look behind you, which is very inefficient, but who knows anymore. Anyway, I never really finished, but when I was playing my first multiplayer race, I played, and it was like lap 5. There's only one other guy in the lobby, so him and I made contact. He ended up hitting the wall, and then the last lap I had lost control, wrecked, and I'm like, okay, he's lapped. Apparently I never lapped him because I never knew where he was. We were at Dover, so I couldn't really see where he was, never really knew where he was. He ended up winning because of the small mistake I made, but I wasn't mad because, I mean, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Oh, finally, cars. We can see cars. We know where everybody is. We're doing something right. Hey, there's a good old pack of cars. We slowed down a little bit. Well, there we go. 32.930 for our best lap. It's good that we're shaving down some time because it could be a lot worse. I mean, we can't not be making ground because originally we couldn't see that pack at all, and then we're now able to see them, and so hopefully we can keep it going, try to catch up to them. Because, yeah, there they go. They go right into the middle. The last car hits the middle to turn 2 when I'm exiting. And now they're on the back stretch. And now as I come out, they should be entering. Yep. Honestly, I haven't really even been paying attention to the laps because I'm just talking with you guys. Well, not really. There's nobody here but myself. But just asking just general questions. So we're getting faster because we're just catching up to them. So those could probably be just the slower cars. Which I know Joe Gibbs probably isn't going to be happy that one of his should be top performing cars isn't performing well. But I think he'll be able to understand because, I mean, we got clips there. Like I said, it was probably my fault or it could have just been a bad read by the AI. But as long as we make ground and as long as we can get a good finish, better than dead last, that's all I worry about. Yeah, we're definitely catching, so I don't know how we're catching. That's the problem, is we really shouldn't be catching because we're just by ourselves. I mean, yeah, we're getting a bunch of the clean air, but I don't know anymore. I'm just trying to enjoy the game that I spent $90 on, and day one of me being able to play it was terrible. Just terrible. I don't even know why I tried to hype up the game in the video. I couldn't. I need to stop. I can't take this anymore. Like, I shouldn't just be able to just handle the fact that they can make a bad NASCAR game for the past 6 years and just be able to handle. Like, Heat 2 and Heat 3 had its good moments. Heat 4, yeah, and then Heat 5, spent like $70 on it because I got the best edition. I got the gold edition because I guess I just really wanted Tony Stewart. So I got that. And then honestly, my biggest problem with Heat 5 was it was just a copy and paste of Heat 4. I didn't get Heat 4. I never played it. But from what I heard, it was just a copy and paste of Heat 5. And I asked a bunch of my buddies who did have the game. They're like, just the same thing, just a new track. I think it was like a new track with the Indy RC and then just new drivers and new rides and new paint schemes. But it's all good. I mean, hopefully they can finally get it to make a good game, or if worse comes to worse, EA can always try to buy back the NASCAR rights because they always had the good games. I always think about NASCAR Thunder 2003 when I'm playing games. Like, man, that game was so good. How can they not just like follow like the Thunder series, or like NASCAR 2011 was another really good one. NASCAR 15 though, NASCAR 15 is on a whole nother level of really good games. I love that game. It's one of my favorites that I've played. So we're about halfway through the race and we're making ground, which is good. I'm surprised that nobody's come down pit road yet. But we're still chewing at the time. Like, we only took off, I think it's a millisecond. Hitting the wall doesn't help. I mean, as long as we can get up into... Well, I mean, if it's taking us 20 laps to make up this much, I don't know if we'll really be able to... Actually, no, I take that for granted. I take that back, because we can literally see them in the corner as I'm turning. We'll be able to catch up. Who is leading at the moment? I think it's Hamlin. I think Hamlin's got this in the bag. I hope they fix the ratings, because the ratings in this game are bad, especially with this being in the works for 2 years. The product that we got on the day one, not on day one, but the pre-order bonus of being able to play earlier before everybody else, the product that we got was just terrible and did not do the game any justice. And all the hype it had gotten too, because it was looking so good. And then like people were playing it like a Daytona, and Fisher Studios played it at Kansas. He said it was iffy, but like Black Flags Matter, Real Rad, when they were playing it, I mean, the game's just, there's just so much work that needs to be done. It's like it wasn't ready to be released, but they probably didn't want to push it back. So therefore, them not pushing it back really bit them because they had to crunch out a patch really fast so people would actually play the game more. Because that's why I didn't record, is I did not want to record any more videos for this game until a patch was out. Because I was tired of playing the same old game that wasn't really good, but they tried to pass it off as a good game. Here we go. Finally, some pack. We'll probably do Las Vegas in this video as well. There shouldn't be many more laps. I just want to be able to get a good finish. I'm still hunting for my first career win, and I really wanted to get it at the Daytona RC, like how Bell wanted the RC, but we all know how that happened. I was honestly contemplating restarting my career mode, but I didn't want to blame the game being bad for how I performed. Honestly, still thought we should have won Daytona, but it's all good. There's another chance. So if you guys are enjoying the video so far, go ahead and smash the like button down below, and hopefully you guys are going to be excited for the next parts in the series, because I am. I'm heavily excited because I thought about doing a career mode on Heat 5. I just never did. I never had the Elgato like I do now, but I am playing on PC. So, because I had more of my buddies, like mainly my Discord crew, is getting it on PC or only plays PC, so. And most of my buddies I play Xbox with aren't really in the NASCAR games, so I'm like, it's all good. I'll just get it on PC, just get it on Steam, have my Xbox controller for my wheel, and I'll be all good to go. But finally, we're catching up to some traffic with 13 laps to go. Hopefully we can get better lap times and draft more. Honestly, I didn't think I'd have this much fun doing long races, but here we are. My bad, James Davison. Did not mean to slam into you. So it's looking like 25th. Maybe it'll be the best finish I'll be able to get. Don't know why there was a car that just slammed completely down low. But it's all good. We're coming to 11 laps to go. And I mean, I hope they're working on the DLCs, because there's just so many good paint schemes that have ran this season. It's like, that's the problem with the NASCAR games, is like the DLCs like exist to try to get more money, but at the same time it's like 2 paint schemes for each driver for who knows how long. It gets old. And especially not being able to explicitly know how to change your paint scheme in career mode. I don't want to run the DeWalt car this season. The Reen cars there, he'll have like Craftsman and Stanley and all that fun stuff. But it's like, okay, he has all these cars, that's good, but why can't I run them? Okay, Austin Cindric deserved it. And we're around again. Okay. We're going to have to finish with the car that we got. Is that Gregson? No, it's Brendan gone. I also wish there was like Xfinity and trucks, but I mean, hopefully that comes in NASCAR 22, because the best games had all 3 divisions, so then you could actually work up in your career and not just go in a cup like Heat Evolution. But I have a feeling the next 6 years are going to be this. Next 5 years are going to be the same. NASCAR 21 through 26, and then they'll start a new era of the game. .37th will be probably our best finish we can get. Not fantastic, but not terrible. I'm surprised nobody's had to pit. If guys had to pit, that would have been my best hope of winning, but not winning, but at least getting a good finish. But at this point, it's just everybody's probably trying to crank it out till the end. Ooh, there we go. Look at that, a whole bunch of time cranked off on the lap. That's really good. Well, yeah, there's probably a lot cranked off because I had wrecked. Well, we're getting to the end of the race, so it's good. I mean, yeah, we're bringing home a junk car again, but you never know what's really going to happen next. We're getting these better laps, but I'm just sick and tired of not being able to get a good finish. Like, yeah, I make mistakes, but like that Cindric one. But earlier, when we originally had gotten set to the end, to the back of the field, it was just like, what? But at this point, there's no point in pitting. There's 6 laps to go, coming to 5, so really all we could do now is just deal with it. So 37th, not my best, but not my worst finish. I just want to get some wins. That's all I want to do. It feels like we're starting off in a slump. Because usually it's like fantastic freshman year, so then the sophomore slump, but now we just got slump. Come on. Maybe we'll get up to 33rd. If we can take the positions in the next 3 laps. We're going to hit the wall. I can definitely feel the tire works, especially in turns 3 and turn 4. The car did not want to turn. You see, and it says we blew a tire. Where's the damage at? Sorry about that, y'all. I've gotten the usual allergies, like... Well, that's not the best way to finish. Oh my god! Jesus Christ, they're still piling up in the back. Somebody just got obliterated. Hamlin. Yep. Hamlin wins, Larson second. Legato. Alrighty, guys. I believe that will do it. Okay, look at that. We even dropped. We went down a whole 7 positions because we didn't have a good finish. So who's up at the top right now? William Byron. 1 win. So is Elliott and Hamlin. So those 3 are locked into the playoffs. And they got a lot in winnings. Bubba Wallace. He's probably just getting a lot of like popular like fan votes and stuff. But alright guys, thank you for watching today's video. I know it wasn't the best, but hopefully in the next video we will have a better run in Las Vegas and try to get that first win. Alright, later y'all.